Please welcome Miss Maithavi Sukumpiranon, CXO of Wow Robot. Mr. Andrea Falcinelli from the Crypto Believer. Mr. Han Chung, CEO of Martial Labs. Miss Nicole Nguyen Yan, co-founder of Crypto Vietnam and Julius King. And the moderator will be Mr. Ken Naisam, co-founder and CEO of Southeast Asia Leasing Blockchain Media and Accelerator Asia Tokens Fund.
ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับสปีกเกอร์ทั้ง6ท่านด้วยค่ะ
Testing, thank you very much. A very good afternoon to everyone here in Thailand Crypto Expo 2022. My name is Ken and I'm the moderator for this panel session. I would say today's panel session is an international bunch with people from all over the world. Before we start, let me just do a quick introduction of myself. I'm from Asia Token Fund. We are a blockchain media, incubator and accelerator as well. And we've been in the industry since like 2016, a very, very long time. And we are still here now. So this is the reason why, I'm privileged to talk about the future of crypto, the evolutions since 6-7 years time. So with me in the panel today, I have very well distinguished crypto figures. The first one is Mr. Surab Kumar from World Crypto Council. We have Pei Han from Morpheus Labs. We have Nico Nguyen from Crypto Vietnam and Julius King. We have Andrea Falcinelli from the Crypto Believer and deesse.art. And finally, we have May Sukumpiranon from Wow Robot. So without further ado, let me just give them an opportunity to introduce themselves first. Let's start with Surab.
Hello. Yeah, hi. Hi, everyone. This is Saurav Kumar from World Crypto Council. And we are kind of an apex organization in the field of blockchain technology and digital assets in the world. Our main, purpose is to provide consultancy to governments and make crypto into a mainstream product by 2030 is what our plans are. It can, hopefully be sooner than that. And I think that's all about what we do.
Pihan, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Pei Han. I'm from Morpheus Lab. So what we do is actually simplify Web3 development. We actually offer a platform, a development platform for any developers to develop fast and lesser price for any of your projects. So in short, if you have any project and you have any developers, you want to create any solutions, you use our platform. We offer all the tools and we are actually blockchain agnostics. So you can actually build your metaverse, NFT, or gamification, or whichever blockchain solution fast and easy, and most importantly, cheaper. Yeah, so that's actually what we do.
Thank you, Pihan. Next, Nicole, please.
Sawadee-ka. Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole. So I'm from Vietnam, but I spent 3 years in Bangkok since 2018. So I was running a blockchain media here called Asia Blockchain Review. So possibly I might be able to see a lot of the old friends here today. So I'm the co-founder of an NFT card game called Julius King, and also a Web3 community called Ho Chi Minh City DAO. So if any of you here happen to be in Saigon or Vietnam soon, then please drop me a message, and I can just show you around. I've been in this space since 2016, haven't got rich yet. So that's why we still keep hustling until now. So hope to be able to share a lot of the ideas with the panelists today and with you too as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, May, please.
Hello. Seems like everybody has a problem with microphone. My name is May, and I'm from Wow Robot. And so what we're doing is we have the hedged solution with the high frequency trading. So lately I got a lot of phone calls. How are we surviving the bear market? Because our portfolio dropped. Of course, everything's dropped, but our portfolio still perform better than just buy and holds. And those are the people who making that happen. Yay! Woo! So amazing teams, friends, and partners are here. So thank you very much, and that's all about me.
Thanks, May. Next, Andre, please.
Okay. Sawadee Shonka. I am Andrea Falcinelli from Italy. My company is deesse and the token Love from Japan, and I am a senior marketing manager for them. Before, I invest since 2017 in DeFi companies, and now I'm specializing myself in the gaming finance. So deesse basically is NFT gaming platform where you can use your charter to enjoy, to earn the gaming. Welcome.
Thanks. Okay, let's start the panel. So for our first topic, we're going to talk about the real future of crypto and how crypto have evolved. Crypto have come a long way since its first hype in 2017 with ICO. And then right now we have a new hype like the IDO, IO, NFT, play to earn. So let's take a look at how crypto have evolved. So the first question for everyone is, how do you think crypto have evolved since 5 to 7 years ago? Anyone can answer. Go ahead.
Hello. Sorry. Okay. I think most of us here are actually sort of like a grandpa and grandmother in crypto. So I started my crypto, I think, in around okay. So I think I started my crypto blockchain journey in about 2012 or 2013. So what I can say is that hopefully I don't offend anyone, it's actually from simple become very a lot or maybe a messier. So I think eventually crypto currently is actually coming to a lot of these token, and I think every day there are so many tokens coming out. So I think it will be going into a more consolidation stage, which I think only all those has a real business or maybe utility would survive. So what I talk about real business is that that means that the real adoption can actually implement it in all of our life. Example, when you want to buy something, when you go office, when you even want to actually buy your lunch or all these maybe exercise can be used. I think all these tokens would survive eventually, especially with looking at past few days, the really dramatic story of Luna. I think that actually gives us a really real life lessons that crypto should actually head into. Yeah.
Anyone else? Go ahead.
Right. I think there are two parts that's been happening during 5-7 years. There are lots of big changes in crypto world, but something has never changed too. So I discussed with Nicole earlier backstage, and so there are the part that people haven't changed, which is like there are lots of FOMOs, there are lots of uncalculated risk, there are lots of people who came in the market and lost money, and I think that's a part that, because of the market is very inviting, because the boy next door got a Lamborghini, because all those things, and so a lot of people tend to jump in the market without the real understanding, or even for the basic cases that they don't even understand the difference between stocks and coins. So I think that stays the same. But what happened a lot, and I think that's a very, very big events that happen, but a lot of people in the crypto space don't speak about is the regulators movement. And actually, we got a lot of support from a lot of regulators, and we got acknowledgements from regulators. We even get text from like regulators. That's the big acknowledgement, and the lots of institution money. So crypto, in a way, move from the very individual people investments into the bigger money, bigger player, bigger institutional. And in a way, we have another movement parallel, which is DeFi, and people emphasize more on the individual. So I think it's you see more of the paradox schemes in the crypto, and I think that's very interesting between the individuals and regulators. And you'll see a lot of people jump in without good enough considerations.
About me, I started to invest in crypto in 2017 when I was free to travel around the world, and for me crypto is a philosophy, because the crypto market is like our life. Actually, we have trouble sometimes, and you have to learn one time, and the karma come back to you 2 times, 3 times, and finally you get the success. It's something that is teaching us to believe in the revolution, because the blockchain is the technology. The market and the finance is just something connected to it. But the revolution is about all the people that are working behind the project. Every single cryptocurrency have a staff. And so my advice is always DR. Do your own research. Check the staff behind the company. Check if the company is coming event like that to show who they are, to speak face to face, to create connection. And if you are here today, you are very lucky. You know why? Because we had many waves about financial in crypto. And now the market is dumping, and you can really feel which company is the good one. Because it's like when some big crisis come, many restaurants close, and only few good restaurants still open. And then you can understand where to invest in. So you see Luna, what Luna teach to us? The last few days crash totally. Some people from $120 lost everything because it's 7 cents now, maybe less today. And so what teach to us that the 5th biggest market cap crypto now is 0. Some people are crying, but the next wave is coming. Just believe in this industry, support your favorite project, and diversify. Don't put your eggs in the same basket. Game finance, NFT, metaverse, decentralized finance in general. Just diversify. Follow your feeling and do your research. Thank you.
Thanks. I think Andrea gave a very good advice. But throughout whatever advice or whatever research you have done, I think there's always hurdles in the crypto space. So my next question, probably to Saurabh first, is what do you think are the biggest hurdles in the crypto space, be it mass adoption or overcoming all the different kind of hurdles? What do you think they are?
As per me, there are a lot of hurdles, to be very true. A lot, like you can hear everyone talking about, the government is not receptive, traditional companies are not receptive about the whole industry altogether, or maybe, they are not ready for the mass adoption, they don't know anything, they don't understand, and stuff like that. But for me, the biggest problem you can call it, or the biggest hurdle you can call it, is the industry itself. Like crypto community or the digital asset industry or blockchain industry, it's completely defragmented. We have, as per coin market cap, there are 500 plus exchanges as we speak, as of today, 19,000 plus coins. So we are talking about an ecosystem of 20,000 companies who have, been to coin market cap and registered themselves. But when we come, to any association, council, or, industry body, I don't think any industry body in the whole world has more than 1,000 members related to crypto. And I don't think a government can, come and trust when there are 20,000 players and they can just name 1,000 of them. 19,000 are unknown, anonymous, no one knows about them, and whether they exist or not. So from the government point of view, they will never accept it unless, everyone comes together. So the hurdle is, the defragmentation, and the option, to overcome that hurdle is, coming together as a team, as an industry, or, coming together as an ecosystem is what we call ourselves. So unless we all come together, it will always be a hurdle. Even in the next panel, someone else will be talking about the same thing. So I think that's it.
Nice, thank you. What about the rest? What do you think are some of the hurdles that you face, Nicole?
So I think, let's say in the past 6 years, when I've been in this space, I think still pretty much the awareness about blockchain, is not there yet. I would say one of the key hurdles is still the lack of education, especially for the mainstream and the newbies when they come to this space. So, back in 2011, when Bitcoin was incepted until now, I would say pretty much people are still trying to get their mind around what Bitcoin is. And now we have Web 3.0 as another challenge to the institutions and the normal people when it comes to understanding about crypto and blockchain. So I think this is one of the key hurdles. I think even the regulators should be involved to address this at the macro level and at community level. Like all of us here, we are trying to resolve this misunderstanding, this lack of awareness through our applications, through our own communities. But I think pretty much it's very important for you. I mean, even especially the newbies, if you get into this space, and try to explore crypto or blockchain technology as a side avenue for you, to do business or to make money or to even to come up with new applications. I think this is definitely, in our mindset and in the educational resources that we have. And pretty much, I hope that we would be able to resolve this gradually. So for all of you here who are still new to this, I would strongly recommend maybe to join a community, to start reading about this with a very open mind and think about this, as I mentioned, as a side avenue. So you don't have to lose everything in the real world if you step into this space, because this is going to be it's going to be a very, I think, well-connected kind of community and a very connected space. And we are all here to help you as well.
Nice, thank you. I think the next topic I want to discuss is something very, very hot, and you can see it all over the Crypto Expo today. It's about metaverse, play to earn, NFT. So what is the future of play to earn game, and what is this hype about? So my first question, I'm going back to Nicole again. Is play to earn or P2E here to stay? And what's coming up after the P2E hype? Is it sustainable? Nicole.
So I hope that everyone here is familiar with play to earn. I have to say that, of course, it's one of the main growth drivers for crypto and blockchain space since last year. So I mean, we are here now, with this kind of market situation and with the current kind of awareness about blockchain. Thanks to the emergence of a lot of the blockchain projects out there, especially in the gaming and play to earn sector. So I would say that with play to earn, it has done its job in initializing kind of adoption, at a mass level with a lot of people out there. So I've seen people, gamers and non-gamers alike, joining this space since last year. And they've been able to, of course, not only, make money, but even supported their families, especially in the Philippines, for example, with play to earn. But of course, from this year, what we are seeing is that, of course, there's a downtrend, and a lot of people, they cannot earn as much as before, because the core of this trend, it's not about the game itself, it's not about the product, but it's about the earning opportunities in the game, which I think pretty much is also a trap for a lot of the people in this space, especially the traders. So moving forward, there are a lot of iterations with this. People talk about play to own, like you play the game, you own the items, and you can actually be the owner of the game assets, or play and earn. I think this is pretty much maybe aligned with what Andrea mentioned, enjoy and earn. So you have to be enticed to the game first before you can earn from the game. So I think there are a lot of these trends moving forward, but it's going to be more about real ownership and real enjoyment and real product with the game. so that it can create a more sustainable future for this space.
Thank you. Andre, you have anything to add?
Okay. You know what? In life, we always say, feed your inner child, no? So stay around the gaming industry can keep you young, you know, for a long time. And another beautiful philosophy behind gaming platform is that is also a way to diversify your investment. Before, for example, I think NFT are useless because what is NFT? Oh, it's just some art, it's trendy, and maybe in few months disappear. But when you stake NFT charters, which one you play in the platform, those charters have a real value. And also, in the next step, is to lend charters where the people without opportunity to play, many guys without money, can just borrow the NFTs of investor and start to play and earn. So it's really a circulation of wealth, you know. And so gaming platform for me, I just jump in deesse, this Japanese colorful company, and opened my eyes. Before I was giving zero value to NFT, but with the gaming sector now, we can really think about a new wave in the crypto industry. Really well. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, you know, when you talk about play to earn, the metaverse, you know, you also talk about, you know, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, right? And then we also see a lot of traditional businesses going into the metaverse, going into NFTs. So, but then again, we still see there's still some hiccups or still some slow rate of mass adoption in terms of NFTs. So maybe the next question I want to ask is to Pei Han. What do you think are the common pitfalls that you think needs to be addressed to increase adoptions for metaverse and NFTs?
From my experience of from B2B enterprise angle is that it actually categorized into two categories. One is actually business aspect, and another is actually technology aspect. So from business aspect, it's actually more like most of the management actually tentative. I mean, they tend to actually think these things are very complicated, and it's actually quite new to them. Further to this is because blockchain or all these are actually new to traditional business or SME. It's because it's new, and there are so many options. Like just now, what Surab mentioned, they are, in fact, I think in the globally, there are right now maybe there are 1,000 layer 1, layer 2 players. Imagine if you are a business, how could you choose a good one from that? You can't choose. You start to get confused first, before you think about it. You get confused which one to choose. That is actually the difficult part. Second of that is actually you want to go into, oh, okay, if I choose somebody, and then how can I actually move on to develop? I think the developer right now globally, I mean, you still need a big space to grow. On top of that is actually the development tools. Development tools right now is actually majority focusing on smart contract, partly on node. But smart contract and node is actually only maybe 25% of all solutions. I mean, all Web3 solutions. After that, what can you do? You need to go out and fumble around different tools. Yeah, and then from there, then it takes you a lot of trouble to actually to develop. So that's actually currently, imagine, I mean, I keep one, most of you to actually imagine if you are a project owner. If you go through this with the limited resources and limited maybe time, the rate for you to get failure is really high. Imagine if you are actually able to reduce this cost of your implementation and time, it actually directly impact you to give you more chances to survive. So the pitfall right now is actually like too many blockchain, layer 1, layer 2. I mean, most of people actually come out want to make quick money. That's actually a greed of the crypto part. Then the second pitfall or maybe some concern is actually the tools right now outside is actually not that focused. So that's actually bring back to what ourselves, what Morpheus said we do is actually want to bring the mass adoption to the market right now by reducing your time and your effort in building your solutions. Yeah.
You want to add on about the pitfall? Okay? All right, yeah. So I just want to add a bit more on top of what Pei Han was mentioning, because I think Pei Han and myself, we work very, very closely, you know, trying to drive mass adoption. So one of our, our priority is to bring, the mainstream non-crypto companies into the crypto space. So that's one of our biggest, priority right now. So one of the main issue that I face whenever we speak with traditional people, entering into the crypto space, the metaverse or the NFT space, the first thing they will say, how much money can we make? How fast can we make this money? So nobody talks about the technology. They don't even understand what NFT is, what's the purpose of NFTs, and straight away ask, how can we make money? How can we make money from the retail investors? So I think this is one of the biggest pitfalls and mentality. If traditional companies always think this way about making money first, besides the technology, then the runway will not be that long. NFT will just die off as fast as how ICO dies off. I think so. Okay, I think for the next question, since we have about 10 minutes more, it's to really address the elephant in the room, which is what is the future of crypto? We've been through 2 bear market, one in 2019, one in few days ago. I think this would be one of the biggest bear market, especially for new players. So what is the future of crypto? So my question is, especially for Saurabh first, what is the future for crypto for the next decade to come? Say for example, where do you see digital assets and cryptocurrency segment, let's say in 2030? And what is your company, World Crypto Council, is doing to address it? So Saurabh can answer first and the rest can just add on later.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Okay, so yeah, this is the elephant in the room. What's the future of crypto? For last 2 days, I'm hearing, okay, Luna did this, Luna did this, and there are, a lot of people who are a lot more skeptical than they were earlier. But, when we are talking about future, it's not, going to end in a day. That's for sure. Because Luna was not there 5 years back. Luna is not there today. Doesn't matter. There are, as I mentioned, 19,000 plus coins. As per coin market cap, there would be hundreds and thousands in making. And when we are talking about future, the market right now is close to $1.3, $1.4 trillion as of now. But when we are talking about, 10 years down the line, we cannot imagine it to be very true. If I give you a number, it will be, just a fluke. Okay, so that's not something that anyone in this room can do. But yeah, when we are talking about users, research of crypto.com just mentioned that we would have 1 billion users by the end of this year. And in next 5 to 7 years, it can, increase to 2 billion, people. But I have a big question over there, it can increase to 2 billion by this end year. The only thing stopping it from happening is, the trust that people put in the industry. If we, give them a platform, if we give them, means and ways to help them trust us, the industry altogether, that would be a lot better because, the only and the biggest problem is government not accepting the blockchain technology. They are accepting blockchain technology, but they're not accepting the digital assets industry as a mainstream financial product. Still, more than 90% of the governments are still skeptical and they don't want to address anything related to this. And since Ken asked, what we guys are doing, it's not, it's not us alone. World Crypto Council is a body, where we are bringing in the best minds, the best, people from across the globe. Okay, and it's sector agnostic. We don't have people just from the blockchain industry or, the digital assets, exchanges, crypto coins, or stuff like that. We have people from bodies like United Nations. We have people from governments. We have people from traditional businesses, trading houses, commodities exchanges. We have people from stock exchanges. The best minds across sectors come in, pitch in their ideas and, make this into a mainstream product. It will take time. That's for sure. What we expect is by the end of year 2025, we would have at least 50 governments saying yes to us. But, to be very realistic and according to the speed that we are going and, the market is accepting us, it can take anything up to, 2028, 2029. But yeah, we'll reach there on time. So that's what we hope. The future is there to stay. That's for sure. Cryptocurrency and digital asset is not going anywhere else. Okay, it's here and it will be one of the biggest industry as per us in next decade.
Nice, thank you. Andre, please.
Okay, guys, it's very simple. The revolution is already started because just zoom out, go back in the history of crypto, and remember where we were speaking about Bitcoin for the black market to buy Kalashnikov in the dark web. But today, you just open Ripple, XRP, for example, and I say about Ripple, but I hate Ripple because it's too much bank-oriented. But for example, we are in Thailand. You can see the logo of SCB, one of the major bank in Thailand. So, do you really think that those kind of institutions can put their logo near the cryptocurrency product if they don't believe in the future? And what do you think? The group of interest, the so-called lobbies, are already behind the system. They tried to fight crypto until yesterday, but they are starting to see that the revolution is behind the door, and they want to be in. Some banks continue to make some resistance. Some government continue to say, no, no, no. But it's impossible. You have to give up. Because countries like Thailand, where the freedom, the right of the people are respected, because I love to be in Thailand. I live 6 years. I love ladyboy, I love gay, I love people. Everyone free. This is the revolution. And Thai people are smart, and it's a country that already start to accept crypto. The revolution is now. You have time to jump again on the boat, buy your coin, please diversify, and let's get the so-called financial freedom soon or later. And after, also share, because not all the people are visionary like you. Not all the people can come in this new world fast, but it's the time of sharing. We see how many trouble around the world, COVID, war, climate changes. It's a beautiful new era, and we are all part of this revolution. Thank you.
Behind, please.
I will just share 1 minute. I think related to Surab mentioned, government and retailer like us. I think what government is actually afraid of is actually most of us actually easily get FOMO into something that is actually empty. And that's actually quite true. And that actually means that that's the reason why there are so many tokens, so many crypto. I mean, how many? 5,000, 2,000? 90,000. Whoa, 90,000 plus. I think that's actually more than what I have in my bank account. Yeah, so that is actually unhealthy. But what is the reason behind it having so many tokens? It's because only 1% of them actually has a market fit, or maybe only 1% of them has doing the real things, and the rest is actually really out there to do marketing. Yeah, so that's actually what government afraid. If crypto industry doesn't get matured, the road of crypto will get harder. You actually maybe in parallel universe, maybe if actually everybody is actually more sense, making right investment, choosing right company to invest in, then government will be easier to actually let go a lot of things. But if government actually looking at everybody is going crazy, I think the road will be actually extended for maybe another 5 to 10 years to get it more mature. Yeah, so that's actually what government is actually thinking about, how to relax it. Depends on all of us, how our reaction to this MT project. Yeah.
Thank you. What about May?
Okay. So you're asking about from here to 2030.
Yeah, the future of
which is 2 halvings from now, and a lot of things can happen within 2 halvings from now. And like I said, I think one thing that hardly ever changes is the greed of the people. So the market always welcoming, but I think people need to understand that the market is not a charity place, and a market can be very brutal. So you will see a lot of boom, a lot of bust cycles, and this is what you're going to expect. I mean, throughout every market, and I think until 2030, Fed and all the big guys going to have their hands in the pie always. So you have to watch for the signals, and so that those things on the principle not going to change. And so what we can see is amazing thing after every time that there's a boom and bust cycle, especially after bust, you will see a very strong survivors. You'll see a lot of technologies developing. You can see starting from .com until now, a lot of people who survived all those events came back much stronger. We have a lot of technologies. We have a lot of understandings. And, well, this is not very answering your questions, but I'm going to make it quick because time's running out. What I hope for is I hope that people can, if you want to go on the decentralized environment, take the responsibility of your own money and your education and then your knowledge. You know what you're doing. You don't buy things because your friends told you to, because you look at some influencers and you don't have enough knowledge. And I hope that it will go this way. And so far, it's been like that. Nicole has been doing a lot of media. I think she's been educating people. So anyway, I hope that people will know more about what they're doing so that decentralized space can grow much stronger and strong enough for the regulators to allow us to breathe a little bit and allow us to decide to have our own responsibilities on our own assets.
Thank you. What about you, Nicole? What do you think
Is
about
my
the
time
future?
out, or?
Yeah, no, it's okay. What do you think about the future of crypto, let's say 10, 20, 30 years from now?
Okay, maybe I would briefly recap what everyone has shared. I think our time in crypto is measured in minutes. So probably it's not very wise to predict what's going to happen. Oh, seconds, yes. So it's going to be not very wise to predict this in the next couple of years. But I think at least from now until the year end, we think that maybe there would be more corrections in the space. But in a good way, this is going to weed out some of the, I think, bad actors out there and make this space more healthy, for good projects to grow. So I would say maybe there would be 3 keywords that I have come up with when I listen to all of the panelists. The first one is definitely institutions engagement. So we have talked about banks, also regulators, but also, in the gaming studios, for example, we are seeing a lot of mainstream studios coming in. So these people would definitely drive hopefully more adoption, more resources into this space, and at regulators level, at countries level, starting with El Salvador and Central African Republic, we might be able to see more adoption at government level. The second would be community. I don't think we have emphasized this enough, but the community right now, they has the right to break it or make it or to kill a project if they need. Even with the DAO or the Web3, it's too much far-fetched, but right now you as the users would be the owners of a project. So you would be able to decide what's going to happen with the project. So I think if you want to jump into this space, so be part of a community now, before it's too late, because eventually you will be able to, maybe have a partial ownership of the project that you are advocating. The last one, I think it would be more about collaboration. So this is something that has been demonstrated with Metaverse. With Metaverse, there's no limit to whatsoever, the branding opportunities or co-branding opportunities you can do with other projects. So with this kind of Metaverse emergence, I would assume that there will be a lot more collaboration into the space. It's like across different projects, across different games, even across different universes and metaverses. So basically, this is going to open up a lot more opportunities for you to be in this space, either as entrepreneur, developer, investor, or creator. So I would like to be very positive about this because we have a lot of trauma in the past couple of days already. So hopefully this is going to lighten up everyone's mood. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yes, definitely. I think personally, just a statement for closing. I think, I'm very bullish on crypto. I've been surviving on crypto since 2016 until now. I haven't gave up yet. Every single cent I make is all from crypto. And, the reason being, for me, being so positive is not only do I believe in crypto, I believe in the technology underlying it. I believe in the technology of blockchain, the technology of the Web3. I think if we just focus on the technology itself and keep evolving the technology, I think crypto is here to stay for a long, long time. So stay positive. We've been through 2 biggest crash ever. We are still surviving. I think, we can go through another 5 more crashes. We'll still survive. So I think it's a very positive outlook.
I'm not so sure about that.
You have to be smart about it. Everybody have to be smart about how you invest. Learn some hard lessons as well. Well, I think that's all the time we have today. I want to thank all our panelists who flew into Bangkok, and I also want to thank Thai Crypto Expo who invited us here. And we'll probably meet again soon. So yeah, round of applause. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for a good discussion from our speakers. Please stay with us on the stage for take further.
ค่ะแล้วสำหรับงานในวันนี้นะคะจะจัดขึ้นจนถึงวันที่15 พฤษภาคมค่ะสำหรับผู้ ผู้ชมนะคะที่กำลังรับชมผ่านทางไลฟ์จากทางบ้านนะคะและสนใจจะเข้ามาร่วมรับชมงานจริงๆนะคะสามารถเดินทางมาที่ไบเฮกบางนาได้3ช่องทางด้วยกันค่ะช่องทางที่1นะคะสามารถขับรถส่วนตัวมาค่ะสามารถจอดได้ภายในอาคารและนอกอาคารนะคะช่องทางที่2นะคะสามารถใช้บริการรถไฟฟ้า BTS ได้ค่ะลงสถานีบางนามีสกายวอล์กเดินเชื่อมเข้ามาในฮอลล์ได้เลยค่ะช่องทางที่3นะคะขนส่งสาธารณะค่ะมีทั้งรถเมล์รถตู้แล้วก็รถแท็กซี่ค่ะ
Thank you so much guys
สำหรับเซกชันถัดไปนะคะเรามีวิทยากรต่างชาติเข้ามาร่วมพูดคุยกับเรา